Hello friends and happy Tuesday to you. It is the 12th of November 2024 and let's have a look and see how can we make this day awesome. What do we need to know? What do we need to be mindful of? Where do we need to be focusing our energy and our attention on this Tuesday? Today I am using, oopsie, dropping cards. What am I using? The Mystic Fairy Tarot. That's the deck that I have decided to work with today. Mystic Fairy Tarot. Let's have a look and see how can we make this day awesome. So scratching, I want in the middle of that pile. And the first card we have is the Nine of Pentacles. Look how she's cuddling with all her fur babies. I mean, who doesn't love a cuddle with a fur baby? But there is such contentment. There is such happiness. It's almost like this card gives me sort of after Christmas lunch kind of vibes. You know, when the tummy is full, our hearts are full, our everything is full, and all we want to do is just revel in that moment, to just enjoy that moment. So that's the Nine of Pentacles. It's what I call the opulence card. It's the card of excess. It's the card of having a lot, having much. So what does this say to us for today? It basically is Spirit saying to us that there is an abundance around us today. There are opportunities around us today. It might not be anything kind of massive or substantial. It may be something small. It may be something simple, but it gives us that feeling of satisfaction, because that's what I'm getting from this today. Is I'm getting that feeling of satisfaction, that feeling of contentment, of bliss, of hearts, minds, tummies, everything full. So I'm going to encourage you to look for that little moment. It may be a big moment, and if it's a big moment for you, then that's fantastic. But the reality is that it may be something small that just gives you that moment, that flicker, that peace, that contentment, that full belly feeling. So we need to go looking for that today, because, you know, if Spirit give us the Nine of Pentacles in that way, it's definitely Spirit saying that today we need to be looking out for that. Why? Because when you look out for those little moments of bliss, little moments of joy, it changes your focus from being on the negative, on the problems, on the trauma, on the dramatic, on the complications, to on the positives. And if we can learn to shift our mindset to the positives, you'll be amazed at how it shifts your life. So we're starting today, all right? Starting today, we're going to start looking for these little moments of joy, these little moments of bliss, these little moments of appreciation, of gratitude, of contentment, and most importantly, of bliss. Second card that I'm taking today is the Chariot. So, I mean, how beautiful is this? If the camera will focus, it doesn't want to focus. Right, let's take it away and let's bring it back and see if we get the focus. So if we have a look at this, I mean, you can see the expression on her face. She is focused, okay? There we go. She is focused and she is paying attention. She's got her two birds who are her horses, all right? These two birds are her horses that are driving her. You can see that she's got them on leashes. Not that I agree with that, but we look at the bigger picture. So the Chariot is the card of progress, of movement, of momentum, of moving forward. But it's the card of saying, first of all, don't just look at where you are now. Keep your eye on the prize, keep your eye on where you're headed to, but also to look behind you and to realize how far you've come. Because sometimes, and I think it's human nature, right? Sometimes we get so obsessed and so focused on when things are going wrong, when things aren't working out for us, that we don't actually remind ourselves as to how far we've come, where we're going, where we're at. So the message that these two cards are giving us today, when I look at them, is saying to us that, you know, we need to practice mindfulness. Oopsie. We need to practice mindfulness. We need to practice gratitude. We need to be mindful and grateful for what it is that we have, for those little moments of glee, those little moments of bliss, those little moments of joy, the moments of satiety, of just having everything that we want and everything that we need. But we also need to keep our eye on the prize. We mustn't drop the ball, because again, human nature, we're either obsessing and focusing on all the challenges and the problems and the things that have gone wrong. We're like so drawn into, oh, but this problem and that problem and that problem and that problem, that we actually don't look at where we've gone to or how far we've progressed or where we're at. So these two cards are basically saying we're going to shift the dynamic. We're going to shift the dynamic to focusing on the positives, to focusing on the things that are working well, Focus on the things that are going right. Focus on the joy, the bliss, the happiness that we have in our lives, the abundance that we have. But we're not taking our eye off our big goals, our long-term goals. So even though we're looking for little moments of joy, we're still focusing on the goals that we are working towards. Do you know the goals that you are working towards? Like suddenly I had this loud thought in my head. Do you actually have a goal that you are working towards? Now, I'm not talking about a 5-year goal. Let's break it down even to this week goal. Like, what are you hoping to achieve this week? What is the goal that you are working to? Realistic goal. Like, don't turn around and say, oh, you want to be a multimillionaire by the end of the week. Maybe it's realistic for you, but for most of us, that's not a realistic goal. So what is your realistic goal that you're working towards this week? What is it that you are focusing on? And then on that goal, are you focusing on all the things that are going wrong, that are preventing that goal from happening? Or are you celebrating and enjoying the moments of glee, the moments of bliss, the moments of abundance, the moments of success? And stay focused. So, friends, today, as we navigate this glorious Tuesday, be mindful of what is going on around you. Be mindful of the abundance, the joy, and the bliss that is available to you. I got the cards in the wrong order. Be mindful of that, but also be mindful of the goals that you are working towards, and don't take your eye off the prize, because today you can make good progress as long as you are focusing on the important things. I'm sending you much love and many blessings. Do have yourself the most amazing day. And until we connect again tomorrow, take care.